Sandra Hadley, our wedding and events planner, brings us up to date on a trend called real weddings. Now, I had to look this up this morning to find out about the term because I thought, aren't all weddings real? What does that mean, Sandra?
I love you so much. I miss you. Yeah, I mean, I thought, instead of talking about all of this stuff we always talk about, hey, let's show a real wedding, an actual wedding that I had this year in 2020. Can you believe it?
Yeah, well, I've officiated a few, so it's been interesting.
There you go. Well, all of mine, most of mine got postponed or put on hold. So, but this wedding was in August, and it was Heather Speaks, and she married the love of her life, Jeff Berberich, and it was a backyard wedding. Now, this had nothing to do with COVID. It was always going to be in their backyard with just close friends and family. And it was just so delightful. We were so excited to be there and work and see it come together and have a tent and rentals and people working. It was wonderful.
Well, the pictures are just beautiful. I mean, for one thing, her lawn looks so even. To put chairs out there, that's got to be a challenge.
Well, listen, no, they worked really hard. They have a beautiful lawn, a beautiful backyard that's surrounded by trees and so forth. But the real fun part that I have to say is that, my little side pivot was, opening up, celebrating officiant to be able to marry people. I've been ordained since 2011. It's just not something that I did it just in case something happened, right?
Right.
But with everything, having some weekends free and so forth, even though I planned the wedding, Heather, I brought it up to Heather, and Heather's like, I would love for you to marry us. And so I did, and I had a blast, Angie.
Well, I know you did. I know you'll be great at it because you have such a great personality. And plus, you know everything about the couple by the time you've worked with them. That's always the challenge if you don't know them well, trying to get personal stories to convey that personal touch during the ceremony. Well, you're already there.
Right. But even if I'm not the planner, I can still do it because I have, all this experience with weddings and at the rehearsal and looking for the right angle and the shot and just things that people don't think about. But I actually thought of you, which is funny. When I was I'm not kidding. When I was standing up there, she was coming and walking down. I was smiling so big. It was such a different perspective.
It is.
To watch them walk towards their significant other, their partner in life. And I just had this huge smile. She stopped and I realized, oh, that's my turn to talk.
You do get caught up in it. Of course, you can see all the family, all their faces, all the congregation's faces, and you can just see all of those reactions just popping across. So it is an honor to be present at this wonderful milestone in someone's life.
It really was. And I realized I was smiling way too much, but Heather was just such a joy to work with. And fun fact, I was her Valentine's gift.
Oh, well, how wonderful. You're a great Valentine. I can't think of anything better.
She goes, I want a wedding planner. I want Sandra. So I was like, oh, you're killing me. It was wonderful.
Well, Sandra, if folks would like to have you officiate at their wedding or plan their wedding or their event, how do they reach out to you?
Well, of course, I have a link off my regular business website, planningforever.com, but I have celebratingofficiant.com. And I'm on Instagram and Facebook, so you can find me there, but I would love it. It was just such a joy to work again and see two people that loved each other, commit for life.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing your new gig.
Thank you. I miss you, Angie.
I miss you too. One of these days we'll be back together. Take care, honey.
Bye.
We'll be back with more lifestyles after this message. Please stay with us.